Hello. Hello. Absheni. Ninjani. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are good. I am finally doing this live thing. And answering a few questions about why I'm polyamorous. Well, was polyamorous and why I am now monogamous. Where to begin? Where to begin? Yo. Honestly, I am as surprised as some of you are. Like, facts. Like, I am blown away. I did not see this coming at all. I mean, I was the poster child of polyamory for literally 11 years, and I'm not anymore. And it just is what it is, you know? Yeah, I am doing this now, hopefully, so that a lot of people aren't online and won't ask me too many questions. Hey, Bonolo. I mean, look, people are welcome to ask questions. I mean, it's makes sense to why you might have questions. So yeah, let's try this. I'm hoping a lot of people are at work or like doing other shit so that they don't have to be here and I don't have to answer so many questions, but I'm open to them, so don't be shy. I've psyched myself up enough to do this. Hey Medusa. Hey Nomusa. Hey everybody that's joining. Yeah, so let's do this. Why did I go from being poly and then monogamous so quickly? Last year, I was called to be celibate. Who called me? God called me. I had just been like really practicing and sharpening my intuition last year. So I was like, I could hear when that homie was talking to me. He was like, hey, cut out the sex. And so I did. You know, I was still partnered with a few people, and they completely understood why I needed to do this. Like I would go through moments where I would not have sex or not even be touched. Like this has happened throughout most of my life. So it was no surprise that God was asking me to be celibate. And so I did. I became celibate. And jiggy, I am now breaking up with my partner, one of them. Okay. Jiggy, I am being yanked out of Joburg, the city, to go live in the mountains. So now I'm in the mountains. Sad, celibate. Jiggy, I need to break up with everybody. I broke up with everybody. I mean everybody. And so I did. I had no idea why. You know, my heart is beating so fast. It's like I'm going through the breakups again. Let me just. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hello, Batandra. I see all the new people joining. Hi. Just sharing my monogamy journey. So, as I mentioned, I was as surprised about all of this because when the breakups happened, the last thing on my mind was that I was going to be monogamous, you know. And yes, Bonolo, celibacy changes you. It literally changes your makeup. And on top of that, nature changes your makeup. So now I'm in the mountains watching birds and trees and things, you know, like more than I used to. I'm walking, I'm alone. I am sleeping alone. I am not calling anyone in the morning, anyone at night besides my kids. It's like, so there's all these things that is changing around me, changing like at a very, very fast rate. So one day I was feeling sick, and I remember I was babysitting. Was I babysitting? But I don't know. But I was chilling at Nick and Nicole's house. And how do you get by without sex? Not very well, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, the only time I'm planning on having sex is on my wedding night. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't even know that I wanted this, but here I am. Like I'm that guy now. You know what I mean? Hi Tobile. Bonolo, you're right. It's getting closer to God. The thing is, I would joke about this, like when I started my celibacy, was that the only dick I'll suck is God's dick. Like, I would joke about that, but I didn't know like it was going to be a thing when I chose celibacy. I just knew that the only time I would go on my knees would be for God. Like, Jesse is my mates, you know? So, hey Mkulu, hey Tavi saying. So, hey, yeah, no, guys, I honestly didn't see this coming. So anyway, as I was saying, going back to the story, I was feeling sick, and then I went to lie down, and this was on my friend's bed. So it was Nick and Nicole's bed, right? Because I was at their house, I needed to be there. They were not around. I don't know what was happening, but that's where I needed to lie down. So next thing, I am lying there, and out of the blue, I say out loud, I don't think I'm poly anymore. And I don't know if Nick and Nicole had a role to play, just watching them being in their marriage and, you know, loving on each other, and how they because I think for the first time I saw how monogamy was a portal for creation. You know, I've always felt that relationships are portals. I've always felt that these things are so important, you know. Just gonna read something. Celibacy. What? Hey guys, I'm getting lost, sorry. I respect your journey, Sikona. Celibacy changes your makeup. Okay, I read that. Guys, I don't know how this thing works, but I can't read comments. I'm sorry. If you have questions, I'm finding it. Does this mean no self-pleasure too? Oh, Lerato, hey. There has been some self-pleasure. Not a lot. But there has been some self-pleasure. Celibacy really does change you. Guys, I'm not sure okay. Anyway, I'm struggling to can. But hi everyone that's joining, just sharing the journey of being celibate and how that has now made me monogamous. But it's not just the celibacy, it's everything around it. It's about being in nature. I think reconnecting to nature kind of made me follow nature's rhythm. I don't even know if I'm queer anymore in my following of nature's rhythm. There's so many things that nature is teaching me about myself and coming back to myself. And it even made me realize why I was poly in the first place. So if any of you have followed the stories, I do share that I started being poly when I had my first child, which was 12 years ago now. And what had happened was, when she was born, I had broken up with her dad. And the friends in my life really, really showed up for me. Like, they loved me. They loved me. They loved me. They loved me. And when I met my daughter, there's this love that, I also let go of the labels. I don't know what I am. I'm me. You're right, Bonolo. Like, I'm just me. But I'm definitely monogamous. That is a label that I am now. I am not poly at all. And if anything, I cringe at the idea of it. Like it makes me a little bit like, I can't believe I did that to myself. Like, I don't regret anything. Like, the whole thing was spectacular. Like, I learned so much about myself and other people, how to love, how to not love. Sure, Mara, it's a bit cringe, guys. I feel like the reason why it's cringe for me is because I think back to moments of jealousy, moments of insecurities, moments of fight, moments of, I'm just like, why did I put myself in that situation? You know what I mean? Like, there's times where I'm just like, nah, man. like I chose the difficult road. And I'm not shaming anyone that's poly. Please do you. Hey, Azania Africa. The turning point was when I became celibate last year. Yeah, you missed a bit of that. I see you just joined. The turning point was when I became celibate. That was the thing. There was also a moment when I broke up with a beloved that I realized that I'm not going to, you know when you do so much work on yourself and you realize that I am this kind of person, and so you learn to accept that. But when you're in relations and you're poly, it's like your character is in question, like things like your jealousy or your insecurity or how you protect your family. So there was a way in which I realized that there was no way for me to protect my family, you know. Hi, Snetembe. What made me poly in the first place? Been following you for a while. Yes, I became poly because I fell in love with my daughter when I first had my child, in a way that I thought that love needed to be shared with the world. And because I had broken up with her dad, there was a love that I needed from him that I found in my circle of friends. They really loved me back to life. And I therefore thought that that was how I was supposed to navigate. And I think also being poly was also from when I had a lot of male best friends, like a few years ago, and watching them be in different kinds of relationships, even though some of them were not ethical, like they were cheating. But I would the things we put ourselves into. Like, I would hang out with my friend, my male friend, and he would be with his girlfriend today and love her, like he loves her, loves her, loves her. And then next week he's with another girlfriend and he loves her, loves her, loves her. And I was like, this makes sense. I love like this too, And so I started loving that way, even though, they carried on doing it unethically. I just carried on being ethical about it. And yeah, guys, in the Bible it says love thy neighbor. It doesn't say love everybody. And me, I started loving everybody. Everybody I started loving, and that just doesn't make sense. That's not how you This is a lot. This is a lot for me to share. But I know it's important for me to share because I don't want my story to just be, no, she's the polyamorous black girl. Because I'm not that anymore. This is who I am now, and I really find a lot of peace in being monogamous. I mean, I'm not dating anyone right now, and as I mentioned, when I do date, I don't even the sexual energy is just shifted. I will not be having sex with anyone other than my husband. Like wedding night vibes. Like that's it. That's it. Thank you, Tovile. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shiluvana Cancer. Yeah, I feel centered, Bonolo, and the celibacy has really just made me come back home to myself. I'm finding my natural rhythm again. I'm learning how to love differently, but the same, and I'll always love people. I'll always love like God's love, Hi, Avu. Do you think you didn't make room for platonic love to be that deep or that overwhelming? I'm not sure I understand. Do you think you didn't make room for platonic love to be that deep or that overwhelming? Yeah, I think platonic love is is a little bit deep, but I think I made it too deep, you know? Like, I think back to me feeling like I needed a sister wife. And I remember my sisters, like, dude, you have so many sisters. You don't need any more sisters. But I didn't reach to them. I didn't come to them for things, you know? Like, I think the separation, especially when when you move away from family, you still need your sisters. And so you look for them in other things. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Loazi. I appreciate it, my love. Thank you, Avu. I love you, Balisa. I love you so much. I'm just trying to find, there was somebody. How was it? Hi, Beatrice. How was it finding poly partners? Where? And also, where were the also poly, or they borrowed from the poly idea? A lot of the people that I was poly with, hey Jackie, also was celibacy for you in terms of touching yourself. Last year, were you celibate in a relationship? I was celibate in relationships. And yes, there was some self-pleasure, not much. And I think in terms of finding poly people, there's so many spaces. I mean, I think the last 5-6 years of being poly, I only dated poly people, because in the beginning, people say they're poly, but they're not. I mean, look at me. I thought I was poly, but not anymore. Hi Tandega, thank you so much. Thank you, my love. My cancer. Hi Snetemba, you and I on similar paths. Just came out of an amazing relationship. Yo, these things are moving fast. Damn, I can't get it anymore. What is that? Oh, Snetemba Niwoni now. Oh, guys, technology. I don't know if oh, there we go. Because I wanted to be celibate and protect my peace. I want marriage, and I want to give myself entirely to that part of my... Yes, me too. I want that love. I want it so badly. You know what I mean? Or not so badly. But when it comes, it comes. God will bring me my husband. I'm sure of it. These things are moving so fast. I can't even... Okay. Hi everybody. Hi. Was it not spiritual draining accessing different portals through the multiple partners? Ooh, that is a very important question, Larato. Damn girl. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I was doing the things that I thought I was doing to keep myself centered. Whether it was the cleansings, whether it was the spaces, the times in between. Yeah, it wasn't spiritually draining, but I feel it was mentally confusing. You know, I think for me, what might have been spiritually draining is maybe being with lovers that felt differently about God. You know what I mean? Hey, Janelle. Hi, Linda. Hi, Renee. I feel like that for me was draining. Like I don't see myself with somebody that isn't one with God. And there was times where I was entertaining, or rather loving on people that are maybe atheists or have different other spiritual beliefs, you know. But mentally, that was draining. Mentally, I feel like, yeah, at some point it was. At the end, not so much, but mentally I felt drained, you know. And I think physically not so much either, because I wasn't like having sex with all of my partners, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't even think the celibacy was about, you know, having my physical self intact. It was more about my mental state, which is crazy that I'm saying that. I didn't realize that was it. There's something about being in nature, guys, and I know that some of you have seen me share about getting out of the hood, but even getting out of the city. And I know that I'm fortunate to be able to live on a mountain, but there's something about being in nature and finding yourself and coming home to yourself that is the main point of why I'm sharing this. And I want to cry now because I really want people to get land and just find their rhythm again, because the city and the hood, there's just so much noise. There's so much noise. There's so much ways in which we derail and forget our path, and it's so important for us to get land. It's so important for us to be in nature, because that's where God is. I know God is everywhere, and thank God we have that in us, but we need to get out. How was mourning the multiple? Woo, girl! I've never cried so much in my life. I still cry about it today, to be honest. Breakups suck. Breakups suck. Some of the people are still in my life. For one, the one is the father of two of my children, so he'll always be in my life. But guys, I'm still shocked about how much tears come out of me, to be honest. Hi Katleho. Hi Joy. Welcome to this whatever this is, me sharing about why I'm poly. Mono. I'm not even used to it. I still need to get used to saying it. I am very monogamous. I am no longer polyamorous, and it all has to do with God and being in nature and being celibate. That's what it's about. Sup, homie. That's what it is. Hey, Ndlovukazi. Hello, everybody. You guys. I am so happy that you all, especially my friends and my community, allowed me to explore myself and be who I think I am, and it's such compassion and love, and I respect you guys for really just holding space for me, even though sometimes you're like, friend, are you sure you're doing this poly thing? And I was like, sure, and there was less slut shaming and all those things. I really am so appreciative of everybody that has just held space for me, and I'm so appreciative of all even the whether it's the poly community or the mono community. I love you too, Divine. I love you, sis. The guys that have been mono and have been, I love seeing you guys happy with your husbands and your relationships. I'm so happy. Hey, King. Did you get hurt? What do you mean, did I get hurt? Life is hurt. Life is hurtful. Umhlaba uyahlaba. Hey, Selena. Do I sometimes blame Idlozi for going into polyamorous route? Wow. Hey, these questions. Fire, 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 fire. Holy Spirit. I don't blame Idlozi for going into a polyamorous route. I guess I don't blame anyone besides myself. Excuse me, I'm getting excuse me. I think that's also another thing that I don't know how I feel about anymore, in terms of, because I don't consult anymore, I don't practice at all. In terms of thosy things, I'm not there either. Hey guys, it's holy fire. Holy fire, the Holy Spirit. Hey Tato, the thing is, when my polyamory really, really was flourishing and blossoming was when I met a man who is a sangoma. And he accepted my polyamory, and I was attracted to his loziness, because at the time I was coming from being an atheist as well. And you know how Lozi spirit is, in the sense of there's so many people, or rather so many spirits, so many characters and personalities within you that are coming out. So I am not a Sangoma anymore. You know what I mean? Hi, King. I'm not. You know, so there, guys, this thing is wild. I don't even know. Like, everything is just surprising me, you know? Yeah, I haven't passed out in such a long time, King. I don't throw bones anymore. I don't even have bones anymore. And yeah, sorry, Celine, I'm just getting a little bit because of everything that I'm saying. But yes, I know I don't blame Idlozi for going the polyamorous route. I don't blame anyone. There's no one to blame. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Joy. It's beautiful seeing you live in your truth in the many forms. Cheers. Cheers to transformation. Cheers to evolution. Yeah. I am what I am, you know. Hey, Tiri. Hey, Linda. Yes, you are making sense, Divine. You are definitely making sense. Bonolo said the same thing about labels, you know. But I think the one label I was just trying to come out with today was the mono thing. I am monogamous. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna end it off here, guys, because this thing can go on for a while. I hope I answered everybody's question, even though this technology thing is kicking my ass. But yeah, I'm gonna share this live. It's gonna be around for a bit, and if there's any other questions that come up, I will definitely answer if I can. Looks like there's one last question. Could it be that you are actually done with one of the tasks you chose to complete in this lifetime, healing and touching others, and now stepping into a space of healing thyself? I think, Lerato, you put it so perfectly, because me being a sangoma, me going through the healing and healing others was me healing myself. Like, I could not have come back to myself if I didn't go through that. You know, I would not have gone through anything if I did not go through that. You know what I mean? The tussering, the this, the that, all that stuff was important. Of course, you still have a billion questions, Linda. I'll stay on for like 10 more minutes. Thank you so much for saying that, Lerato, because that's exactly what happened. Selena, I also don't consult in terms of being a gogo or twasile. I do find myself also questioning which realm have I entered into. I cannot deny my gift and I accept it. However, Idlozi has a way of making things worse than before. I'm proud of you, Mama. Use your gift in a way that makes you feel more aligned and not burdened. Mako was singing. Thank you so much, Selena Tomako. And yeah, I think, you know, the realms, we do get into different realms, and there is things that we need to accept, right? But, you know, the only reason why I'm not a Sangoma anymore is because the ancestors literally picked me up and put me at God's door and said, peace, you got this. Don't call us no more. That was an instruction from them. I would not have done that if that didn't happen. Linda. Hey, Tovega. Oh God, this thing is weird. Thank you, Dinero. Thank you so much. How do I block the noise? Ngoba abantu bayakhuluma yo, bruh. Yo, I think in the beginning of this, hey Sims, by the way, in the beginning of this, I shared how, I've really been working hard on my intuition, and the noise, and the only way I was able to block it out a lot was being in nature, being in the mountains, being without signal for days, taking walks and not seeing a single soul for like an hour. You know, those things about going back to nature is so important, Sims. And I don't know if you were here from the beginning, but nature always wins, Linda. Thank you. Stay blessed. You too. unrelated. You're so beautiful. Thank you always to na cancer. I hope I answered. But Tando, I love how the universe allows you to transform yourself into anything whenever your views change. Love that you chose to show your transformative stages. Oh, thank you, Batanda. I love you so much. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I love what you said about your ancestors putting you in God's gate. That's so powerful, and I can relate, my course. Thank you, Tovega. Yeah, no, they were like, you've got this. You don't need us anymore. That's what they said, and I want to respect that. Of course. Okay. Hey, Sihle. Hey, Nohlanhla. Being in nature truly changes you. Yep, and you know all about that, Balisa. And I love the work you're doing with taking people back there. Stay doing that, Mama. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you too, Lerato. Okay, guys. Hey, Tando. Kisses to the baby. Guys, I'm gonna go now. And like I said, my DMs are open. You can comment on here. Those that have my number, you know what to do. But I really hope I answered a lot of the questions. And I will save this so that other people that are not at work can check it out. Thank you, Linda, for that. I was waiting for you to confirm. Guys, continue loving yourselves. And remember, like, I know it's going to take us some time, but if you can, just get into nature as much as you can, guys. Please come through, Mabatu. I am in the mountains ready to serve, to just take walks and jump into the river. Hi, Kiko. Okay, guys. Hi, Mielani. Sharp, guys. Mwah.